Alderman Hall.
Good afternoon. No, good morning, still for 4 more minutes. But needless to say, first of all, I just want to say that movements like this is what makes the world better. Maybe about 6, 7 months ago, I come out of church and it's this gentleman who's about 5'9", close to 6 foot, and he says, "Are you William Hall?" And I said, "Yes." And he said to me, "Your father taught me how to read." And my father spent 43 years in education. And before this was a movement of such, his alternative approach to dealing with kids with love and respect and educating them made life better for so many people. About a month ago, another gentleman shows up in my church and he says to me that your father is what kept me out of the streets. And I was shocked, but not surprised, because an alternative approach is what we always need because everybody is different. The danger is that difference is looked at as deficient in education, rather than difference as a means to discover ways to serve kids who are simply just different. And the difference is not a deficiency, oftentimes it's misunderstanding. And so I just want to say to every young person that was labeled as different, you're not deficient. You're just discovering things that other people just don't have the courage to discover. And so making space for your difference, for you to discover what it is that your purpose is in life, is the reason why we're here and the reason why we support you. Is because difference is not deficient, again. And we're grateful that you're different enough, so much to the point that you're so different, you came down to city council and spoke better than some grown folks in council. That's just how different you are. And so I'm grateful for this opportunity. Jack, you presented a case, not necessarily in a legal defense, but you presented a moral case to make sure that every child in the city of Chicago that's labeled as different is not treated as a deficiency, but treated with dignity. And so I'm grateful for Bishop Banks being another one who's an advocate for making space for children that are different. John Scott, the community never sleeps. Pastor Hunter, these are the three who I know personally have fought hard alongside you to make space for children that are labeled as deficient. And so thank you for your courage, and your difference is what's going to make the world go around. So God bless y'all. I got to go to another committee meeting. God bless you.
Alderman Chico.
Can you hear me?
Mhm.
I just want to share a brief story in my life and why this is important to me. Upon graduating college, I worked at a children's shelter, and these youth were looking for placement within the DCFS system. And many of the children I dealt with at the shelter went to alternative schools. And it got me reflecting. It got me thinking about what was going on in their life and how unfair their life was at that moment. And I started looking in more to the services provided and what was being done. And that's where I became open-minded. And that's where I saw the work and how important it was, because we never know what a child's going through. And there has to be another route, a non-traditional route. So thank you. Thank you for coming before us. And thank you for sharing this. It's the young lady right there. I see your big smile. I see you nodding your head. And I just want to let you know I see it. I'm appreciative of you. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Chairman Rodriguez.